What's going on, everybody? It's Blackjack. Welcome back to Crystalline. The sun shines brightly through the window and splashes on my face, forcing me awake. Finally feel I can do a batch today, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Get a whole bunch of recordings all together, so then it's like a nice train of thought. Leanna and Amelia are both already awake, but Zach still has his head down as if he's still asleep. Cheat! Liar! Right, sorry. You click with this. I look outside and squint at the sky. What time is it?
It's already past noon. We slept through the entire morning.
Mm-hmm. We did. Leanna giggles at my alarm.
Normally that would be a bad thing, but in this case it's okay. We're almost at Bazada.
Jesus Christ, we're still not there yet? It feels like it's been an eternity. I nod. These trains suck. Zach gradually wakes up and we all make sure that we all have our things. Okay, just check left pocket, right pocket, middle pocket, back pocket. All right, we're good. That sounded very ominous. After another hour or so, the train stops and announces our arrival at Bazada. The sun hangs and gets glitched out for a second, hangs high in the sky as one by one we step off the train. As soon as I set foot in the city, I'm assaulted by the sound of voices. It's not the sound of silence. Makeshift stalls line the... Okay. Makeshift stalls line the sides of the roads and alleys as people pack the streets. Traders entice onlookers to view their wares, and customers haggle in heated shouting matches. Are we going to have to travel through that? I blanch at the thought of getting trapped amidst a sea of people like sardines in a can.
We have arrived in Bazada.
Oh, thank you. I didn't realize that we were already at this place since we got off the train. This is where we'll find Ember Mist?
No, as I said, it is the closest city to Ember Mist.
Okay, great. Thank you. Considering the bustle of this place, I find it a little hard to believe that the hidden city is so close. No wonder Leanna seems so surprised. Amelia seems to read my thoughts.
Of course. Close is a relative term. We must first traverse some rough terrain and pass through the forest before we find Ember Mist.
Okay, apparently I pulled out one of the androids from Detroit Become Human, and now she's a main character in this game. She points towards the south where I can make out the tips of treetops, and then she glances up at the sky.
Considering only a few hours remain before nightfall, it may be in our best interest to spend the evening here in the city and depart in the morning.
Great, more hotel, motel, Holiday Inn with Leanna. I'm okay with that. I have no issue. Leanna nods.
Good thinking. This marketplace is so huge. People say you can literally buy your heart's desires here.
Literally. That's no. Is there something you're thinking of buying?
Nothing in particular, but I would like to check out the stalls. Traders from all over the world gather here to sell their wares.
Would you perhaps like to have a little bit of company on the way?
Hi!
Oh, right, you. I glance down at my feet and watch the Pongo wiggle excitedly. He casts hungry looks into the crowd. Is there a lot of magic here? I haven't seen this guy so excited since he first tried to eat me. Amelia bends down and scrutinizes him. She pokes him with a finger and the Pongo giggles.
Hi, boy!
I'm going to the inn. I'll meet up with you later.
I hope this Pongo thing actually has, like, some use at some point. Before any of us can react, Zach slips into the crowd. Alright, cool, we lost our mercenary. Should we go after him? Amelia doesn't even blink at Zach's departure. She's too preoccupied with the Pongo. Leanna shakes her head.
No, but since Zach left, I'm going to go too. Should we meet back up at the inn?
How about we meet up before we go back to the inn where we can still be there and already met up with? Sure, god damn it, penicillin. She nods and heads into the crowd. Since everyone else seems to know what they want to do, what do I want to do? This is the fucking thing that I said. Go shopping with Leanna, you moron. Nope. That's just lame. Come on, dude. You're in a fucking different mystical world with a girl that sat there and invited you out to dance. I mean, I understand it's shopping, so it's probably not really all that exciting, but it gives you more time to hang out with her. Yeah, go fucking do it. Stop being a loner. I head into the same direction I think Leanna's gone and duck into the crowd, trying not to bump into too many people as I explore the marketplace. I've never seen a place this crowded before. It doesn't feel like I'm walking so much as everyone's being pushed around. Or sorry, so much as being pushed by everybody. Despite all the people, I'm fascinated by the market stalls. Merchants sell all different types of merchandise ranging from clay pottery to magic amulets. It must be like a New York City for... we're like in the future, but not. It's very bizarre. As I'm being pulled through a cloud, I see a glimpse of blonde hair and white armor. That must be Leanna. I wade through the crowd and see Leanna frozen in place. Hey, Leanna. It's not Leanna. It is Leanna. She blinks at me.
Hey!
How's the marketplace so far? Oh, come on, penicillin. Well, I mean, I guess that's a decent question to ask. It's normal.
Really interesting. There's a lot of cool stuff I haven't seen before.
Yeah, like that cool stuff that's over there, and also that cool stuff. So much cool stuff. Let's not be descriptive at all. She seems distracted.
Do you smell that?
It's weed. I breathe in deeply. Smells fruity and sweet. Smells silent but deadly. Smell what? That's a fart joke. That's a fart joke. I thought I'd been so sneaky. Well, there's only one way to handle this. He who smelt it dealt it. Leanna frowns.
What? No! I think it's coming from that stall over there. Come on!
Not appreciative of good fart humor. I don't know if it's gonna work, Leanna. She darts back into the crowd, and I quickly follow until we stop at a stall filled with delicate glass bottles. Is this perfume?
Yes, welcome, welcome.
Yes, welcome, penicillin. I knew you'd come. A tan man in silken robes ushers us closer to the stall. Are we sure this isn't Broken Matt Hardy? He selects a glass bottle filled with a pale pink liquid and offers it to Leanna.
A noble scent to match such a noble woman.
Leanna blushes and delicately sniffs the bottle, her eyes widen in recognition.
Is that extract of spirit orchid?
Yes, it is exactly that thing you just said. The man grins broadly and clasps his hands together.
Yes, yes, very rare. From the far celestial mountains.
Yeah.
I never expected to find this perfume here.
What is it? Leanna offers me the bottle and I take a tentative whiff. It smells fruity, like a cross between an apple and a pear. Or maybe it's a pear apple. Did you think about that one? Penicillin? This is a flower? She nods.
The spirit orchid. It only grows in the deep forest of the Celestial Mountain Range.
Why is it called the spirit orchid?
The roots are a very pale white. And when it grows, it almost looks like it's floating midair, like a spirit.
That's kind of neat. She nods absentmindedly and continues to hold the bottle. Do you want to get it? Leanna quickly shakes her head.
Oh, sorry. It just reminds me of home.
But do you want to get it?
My grandmother used to wear this perfume whenever she left the house. When I was little, that meant taking me down to the market.
So, I guess I'm taking my winnings that I got from whooping all of your ass at Cheat and buying you this perfume then. She smiles fondly at the memory, but her eyes hold a hint of sadness.
I loved wandering the shops and stalls. It didn't matter if I had nothing to buy. It was a chance to leave the house and be like everyone else.
It sounds like you didn't get out too much.
It was complicated.
Like our relationship. She doesn't offer up any more information and returns the bottle to a blank spot on the shelf. Although she's been very helpful in helping me understand this world, Leanna doesn't talk much about her past. I glance at her again. She looks pensively at the bottle, a small crease in her brow. Suddenly, a new scent cuts through the floral perfumes. It smells of cinnamon and spice. Cookies! Hey, Leanna, do you smell that? She jolts out of her thoughts and blinks.
Smell what?
Really? Okay. I think it's coming from the stall over here. I grin, and just as she did before, I dart back into the street.
Hey, wait!
We weave through the people before stopping in front of a stall filled with an assortment of baked goods. I breathe in the heavenly sweetness of sugar and sigh contently. Leanna closes her eyes and inhales.
It smells so delicious!
I browse the array of cookies and tiny cakes. Leanna gasps.
They have cinnamon parfaits. I love those.
What are those? What are those?
They're cinnamon and vanilla custard layers with apricots.
All right, I need a poll down below. Is it pronounced apricots or apricots? Because I'm definitely on the apricot train, and she just said apricots. Which one's right?
What do you think looks good?
I'll try the cinnamon parfaits. Cupcakes. I don't like sweets. Fuck you. I mean, I would go for a cupcake, but actually cinnamon parfait doesn't sound too bad. Actually, that cinnamon parfait you mentioned sounds really good.
They are. super sweet either, which is why I like them.
Never mind. I fished in my pocket for my winnings from yesterday. I was gonna say, like, not super sweet. You mean like me? Just tardy enough, but enough sweetness to hold you over? Today's treats are on me. You should have gotten the perfume. Leanna looks amused. Oh, look at that. Look at that face.
Are you sure you want to use your life savings?
Doesn't matter to me. I chuckle. Don't worry, you've been very generous towards me since Meadow Hill. This is the least I can do to repay you. I know it's not much, but please consider this as a token of my appreciation. Leanna smiles bashfully. Alright, new thumbnail.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ooh, someone's got a little southern drawl down there. I just heard it. I grin and pay for a cinnamon parfait for Leanna and a dessert for myself. A desert? A dessert, you idiot, to learn how to pronounce things. Cheers! I open my dessert and take a bite. As the sweetness melts on my tongue, I let out a contented sigh. This is even better than I imagined! Leanna giggles and lets out an equally happy sigh as she bites into her cinnamon parfait.
This is why I love markets.
I nod in agreement as we return to the street. One of the guards in the marketplace notices Leanna's Mage Guild emblem and pulls her over to talk.
Sorry, I need to take this.
It's not a phone call, it's somebody wanting to talk to you. Since this looks like official business, I better leave them be. We can catch up later then? She smiles.
Okay.
Don't really necessarily care about the other two. I'm gonna go be a loner now. No, see what Zach's up to. Zach went straight to the inn in Illumia too. Wonder what's going on at all these inns. I'd like to know. I rush into the street and look for any sign of the inn. Luckily, I managed to spot Zach in the crowd before he disappears back into the sea of people. Shoving my way down the street, I finally locate the inn just in time to see Zach. He stands in front of a large notice board filled with pinned papers. As I get closer, I can make out some of the flyers, which includes a portrait of a scowling face and a large monetary number. Is Zach checking out wanted posters? Maybe he's looking for a specific bounty? I'm about to call him out when a young blonde wearing a skin-tight suit of armor flounces over to him. Twirling a lock of hair between her fingers, she seems to study the board. Does me gusta? Me not sure. Every so often, she shoots pointed glances over to Zach, hoping to catch his eyes, but his attention never wavers from the board. Finally, she speaks.
Do you have a bounty on your heart?
Alright, she's not very smooth. For the first time since her arrival, Zach looks at her. She grins devilishly.
Because I'm looking to collect.
Okay, she's a little too cheesy for me. He refocuses on the board and she frowns. For a second attempt, she bumps up her ample chest and touches his arm as she speaks in a sickly sweet voice.
So, are you a bounty hunter?
Yeah, it's not doing it for me. Nothing. Zach shrugs her arm off of him.
No.
Then you must be a mercenary.
Yeah, but he's gay. He likes the dick. Not no boobs. No boobs for Zach. He doesn't answer. She seems to take that as a sign of encouragement, and her sultry smile returns. She leans in closer to him and runs her fingers up his arm.
I've got a mission that I could use some help with. Are you for hire?
It's so strange. Like almost a lot. There's been like a lot of female voices that they've cast for this that are like, yeah, and this one is just a giant no. I don't know why. It feels flat. Again, Zach rushes her hands off of him and steps away from her.
No.
She seems a little taken aback, but quickly recovers and slides closer to him.
Are you sure there isn't something I could offer to change your mind?
No.
I don't get. You don't understand. He likes dicks. He just wants dicks. That's it. No boobs. Leave him alone, please. She sighs before plastering that same smile and lets out a small laugh.
Geez, you're kind of dense.
No, maybe it's you, actually.
I was hoping to spend some intimate time with you. So, what do you say?
He likey the dick.
No thanks. But if I'm ever in need of your services, then I'll go find you at the brothel.
Got him. Damn. The woman's eyes grow wide like saucers. With a sharp huff, she tries to slap Zach, who sidesteps out of the way. She lets out another huff before storming off. I may be interested in said services. No, she can leave. It's whatever. I hustle out of her way as she stomps towards the exit. Whew, she did not look happy. Well, it was weird. Glad I could come over here and see you with your lady problems, Zach. I go stand beside Zach. What was that about? He shrugs.
Who cares?
That's a good point. I take a look at the wanted posters on the board. Most of these faces look like the generic weathered and scarred bandits I imagined. Huh. Is this what you had to take care of in Illumia? Zach fixes his expressionless eyes on me. When we first reached Illumia, the first thing you did was find the inn, and then we came here and you did the exact same thing. He relaxes slightly and nods.
Just staying up to date on the news.
Uh-huh. You're an interesting person, Zach. Sounds like the life of a mercenary is pretty interesting. God damn it. I meant that sarcastically.
Something like that.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me. Are you a mercenary?
Okay, this voice is doing it better for me. As one, Zach and I turn to face another scantily dressed woman. This one has fiery red hair and a mischievous glint in her eyes. Zach narrows his eyes.
Yes.
Are you sure you're not a rogue? Because you've just stolen my heart.
Okay, now it's not doing it for me anymore. You know what it is? I think it's like, it's the over bluntness or over... No. Bluntness usually isn't the problem. It's cheesiness. I think both of them came off too cheesy, and that's why it just isn't doing anything for me. Zach sighs and face palms. That's a good animation there. I have a bad feeling about this. Zach ends up shaking her off and searches for the innkeeper to buy a drink. Oh, that was interesting, Zach. Why not? You know what? Fuck it. I'll be a loner. I don't need to see what Amelia's doing. I'm ready for a little bit of me time. I enter the crowds and appreciate all the marketplace has to offer. After exploring the city, I meet up with the rest of the group back at the inn. Tensions are high as we eat in silence. I think everyone is a mixture of weariness and anxiety for the next leg of our journey. Even the Pongo is strangely silent and obedient. Once we finish eating, we head upstairs to find our rooms. Upon finding her room, Leanna suddenly perks up.
Oh, Amelia, you and I will be sharing a room tonight.
Fuck! Amelia speaks dismissively.
Naturally. That would be more appropriate than the alternative.
She pauses and looks at Leanna with interest. Excuse me? Excuse me. Hey. You. No. Me. Not you.
Are you insinuating that you would rather share a bedroom with them?
Just one of them. Amelia points to Zach and me.
What? No, of course not.
Yeah, not Zach. Me, yeah. Not just... Shh.
Oh, my mistake. Of course you could not have met both of them. There aren't nearly enough beds.
Amelia, what are you doing?
You must have meant him.
Please be pointing at me. Yep. Leanna's face turns pink and she shakes her head.
Amelia, that's not true.
If that is false, then why is your face red?
Sometimes, your face turns red. It's a natural human thing. It doesn't mean that there's a shut up.
The point is, I'd obviously rather share a room with you.
That is not true and you know it. Amelia blinks.
If that is the case, then why even bring it up?
You brought it up. Oh, no, wait. Actually, no. She did. Wait. Hi, who brought this up? Sorry, I gotta scroll back a little bit. Who brought this up? Oh, yeah, you did bring it up. You did bring it up, actually. She's got a good point.
Because I'm excited. It'll be nice to have some girl time.
Oh, yes, girl time. Sounds like fun. Amelia studies Leanna and nods.
I concur. Sharing a room has proven to strengthen bonds amidst peers and foster camaraderie.
Oh, God, you really are an android, aren't you?
You mean make friends?
Thank you.
Precisely.
Leanna grins and Amelia smiles back.
Poi?
We all glance down at the Pongo by our feet. Sorry, you ain't staying with me. Well, shit. You might have to. At our feet. Is it my imagination, or is he trying to ask us which room is he going to be sleeping in tonight? All your problem, Amelia. You deal with it. Amelia snatches him up in her arm. Oh, well, she's willing.
The Pongo needs to spend the night with us tonight. We need him for science.
Now I'm curious what you and Leanna are going to be doing with said Pongo now that you said science. As Amelia slips into their bedroom, Leanna nods rapidly.
Yes, for science.
Okay, listen. I don't know what freaky shit the Pongos can do. Leave me out of it. Alright, you know what? You can have your girl time with the Pongo. Done. Then follows Amelia into the room and slams the door shut. Well, that's weird. There's a moment of silence as Zach and I stare at the closed door.
Is it just me, or did that seem unusually suspicious to you?
No, I was totally not suspicious of anything. Is the Pongo really that special? Use me instead. Door's closed. You know what? Fuck it. I shout through the door. No! You could use me for science. I don't know if I want to be used for science anymore. That was, whoa. What I wouldn't give to be a Pongo right about now. Yeah, that thing, whoa. Still baffled by what happened, Zach and I enter our room and get ready for bed. All right, what a weird way to end this episode, right? Although the train was more comfortable than I expected, it cannot compare to a real bed. As I snuggle into the blankets, I soon drift into a restful slumber. And that's gonna do it for this episode of Crystalline. Well, I'm sure the Pongo had a fun time tonight, and I'll just be in my room sleeping. Just sleeping. Well, Zach probably sleeps too. If you enjoyed today's episode, go ahead and leave a like on the video. If you're brand new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe down below. And leave your comments on what you think thus far about Crystalline. I'm probably going to do 2 more episodes in this batch, and then, yeah, just upload them as they're ready to go. So thank you again so much. Goodbye, and good night.